The echoes of El Paso, justice, closure, and the scars that remain. Imagine a Saturday morning filled with the mundane errands of daily life. Then, in an instant, that normalcy shatters, replaced by the deafening roar of gunfire and the chilling realization that hate has arrived at your doorstep. This is the story of El Paso, a community forever marked by the tragedy of August 3, 2019. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Patrick Crusius, the man who unleashed terror upon an El Paso Walmart, will not face the death penalty. A plea agreement has been reached, a decision laden with the weight of grief, the complexities of justice, and the desperate hope for closure. This agreement, brokered by District Attorney James Montoya, aims to spare the victims' families the agonizing ordeal of a protracted trial and endless appeals. Crusius will plead guilty to capital murder, accepting a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. This outcome, while not satisfying everyone, is intended to prevent the families from reliving the horrors of that day, from being forced to confront the face of their tormentor time and again. The goal is simple: to silence his name, to remove him from the public consciousness, and to allow the community to begin the long process of healing. The plea hearing is scheduled for April 21st, a date that marks not an end, but a turning point. The date is forever etched in the collective memory of El Paso, August 3, 2019. A seemingly ordinary Saturday transformed into a nightmare at the Walmart store near Cielo Vista Mall. A young man, driven by hate and armed with a weapon of war, arrived with the sole intention of inflicting maximum pain and suffering. Patrick Wood Crusius, a 21-year-old from Allen, Texas, drove over 650 miles to reach El Paso. His target was clear: the Latino community. This act of violence became the deadliest attack on Latinos in modern American history, a stark reminder of the insidious nature of hate and its devastating consequences. The toll was staggering: 23 lives lost, 22 others injured. The shooting was quickly classified as a hate crime and an act of domestic terrorism, prompting a massive response from the FBI and ATF. The scene was one of chaos and unimaginable grief, a community reeling from an act of senseless violence. Crusius's motives were laid bare in a chilling manifesto posted online just before the attack. His words dripped with racist vitriol and anti-immigrant sentiment. He explicitly targeted the Latino community, fueled by the dangerous and unfounded Great Replacement conspiracy theory. He cited the Christchurch mosque shootings as inspiration, demonstrating the horrifying ripple effect of hate-fueled violence. Before unleashing his attack, Crusius spent an hour driving around El Paso, seemingly scouting for the most vulnerable target. He posted a final message, "It's time," on 8chan, a platform known for harboring extremist views, along with his hateful manifesto. Armed with a WSR-10 rifle, Crusius opened fire in the parking lot and inside the store, indiscriminately targeting innocent shoppers. He surrendered to Texas Rangers and an El Paso motorcycle officer, his act of terror complete, leaving behind a community shattered by grief and fear. The victims of the El Paso Walmart shooting were not just statistics. They were individuals, each with their own stories, dreams, and loved ones. Among the 23 fatalities were 13 Americans, 8 Mexicans, and 1 German, a testament to the diverse community that Crusius sought to destroy. Their names echo through the years: Jordan Anchondo, Andre Anchondo, Arturo Benavides, Rafael de la Cruz, Maria Flores, Raúl Flores, Guillermo Garcia, Elsa Mendoza de la Mora, Alexander Gerhard Hoffman, David Johnson, Angelina Silva Inglesby, Luis Juarez, Maria Legarreta Rote, Maribel Campos, Leonardo Campos, Adolfo Cerros Hernández, Sara Esther Regalado Monreal, Jorge Calvillo García, Gloria Irma Marquez, Juan Velázquez, Nicolás Amurillo, and Porfirio Rico. Each name represents a life cut short, a family forever scarred. The 22 others who were injured carried both physical and emotional wounds, a constant reminder of the day their lives were forever altered. They were rushed to University Medical Center of El Paso, Del Sol Medical Center, and El Paso Children's Hospital, where medical professionals worked tirelessly to save lives and mend broken bodies. The plea agreement has elicited mixed reactions from the victims' families. While some find solace in the prospect of avoiding a lengthy and emotionally draining trial, others feel that justice demands the ultimate punishment, the death penalty. District Attorney Montoya has defended the agreement, emphasizing the need to provide closure and prevent further trauma. He acknowledged the pain and anger of those who disagree, but maintained that this decision was made with the best interests of the community in mind. Survivor Adria Gonzalez, recognized for her bravery during the shooting, embodies the resilience of the El Paso community. Elise Hoffman-Taus, daughter of victim Alexander Hoffman, expressed relief that the legal proceedings are finally coming to an end, a sentiment shared by many who long to move forward. Crusius had previously pleaded guilty to federal hate crime charges, receiving 90 consecutive life sentences at the federal level. This sentence ensured that he would spend the rest of his life behind bars, but the state charges of murder remained, carrying the potential for the death penalty. The state plea hearing, scheduled for April 21st, represents a significant step towards resolving these remaining charges. While the death penalty will not be pursued, the guilty plea will ensure that Crusius is held accountable for his heinous crimes and that the community can finally begin to heal. The El Paso Walmart shooting was more than just a news story. It was a tragedy that exposed the deep-seated hatred and division that plague our society. The decision to avoid the death penalty reflects a complex balance between the desire for retribution and the need for healing. The attack's impact is still felt in the community, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present threat of hate-fueled violence. The plea agreement seeks to bring closure to a horrific tragedy, but true healing requires more than just legal resolutions. We must confront the root causes of hate, challenge the spread of misinformation and extremism, and work towards building a more inclusive and compassionate society. Here's how you can help. Educate yourself. Learn about the dangers of white supremacy and other forms of hate speech. Speak out. Challenge hateful rhetoric and discrimination whenever you encounter it. Support organizations. Donate to or volunteer with organizations that combat hate and promote tolerance. Advocate for change. Contact your elected officials and demand policies that address gun violence and promote social justice. Remember the victims. Honor the memory of those who were lost by working to create a world where such tragedies never happen again. Let the echoes of El Paso serve as a call to action, a reminder that we must all stand together against hate and work towards a future where peace and understanding prevail.